Talk about China at the moment, you might have noticed, and two software companies from our area are flying the flag for northeast businesses with the Prime Minister today.
Yeah, they're part of his visit to China, designed to encourage more Chinese companies to join the 30 already based here in the northeast.
Although on the front page of the Northern Echo this morning, there is a little bit of criticism that not more northeast businesses were invited on this trip. UK Trade and Investments, which put together the guest list, are quoted as saying the companies were chosen with the potential to showcase the best of British expertise.
One of the northeast companies is called Recite, and they make web-based accessibility software. Our reporter Anthony Day went to their Gateshead HQ to see how it all works.
So I'm just working on this website here, and it was as simple as implementing 3 lines of code to get Recite enabled on that website. My name's Rob, I'm the lead developer on Recite.
So we're sitting down here in your office, Rob, surrounded by all these computers. One of your screens, one of your 3 screens has got some code on, the other has got one of your websites that you're working on at the minute. Just talk me through what your software actually does.
So I've just enabled Recite on this site here by clicking the Enable Recite button, and what it's given me is a toolbar at the top of the site with a range of green, blue, purple buttons, which essentially make this site more accessible to people with dyslexia and visual impairments. What I can immediately do is interact with the page and have the text content on there read back to me in audio, which you can imagine makes the site a lot more accessible to people who find it difficult to read content.
Recite is a cloud-based web accessibility solution which allows your visitors to customise your site the way they need.
I can change the things like the background colour and foreground colour on that site as well to something like a red background with a white text foreground colour, which again, dyslexic people often find these sorts of setups make the page anywhere from 10% to 50% sometimes quicker for them to read. And what we can also do is translate the entire content of the site into a foreign language, for example Chinese, and have that read back in a Chinese voice to you as well.
您的主持人已经吃了太多的肉馅饼.
So you can also reverse that as well.
Your presenters have been eating too many mince pies.
And Rob, how does this software benefit the end user, do you think?
For example, if it was an e-commerce site, the end user would immediately be able to access the products on that site a lot better, and perhaps even buy products that they wouldn't normally be able to buy. It can also make sites with a large amount of text content on there much easier to access. If they're on a news site, for example, they may choose a different font to overlay on that news site and make the font bigger, for example, so that they can actually access the content on that news site, which previously they would have found difficult to do.
I think there's a legal right to reply there. Mince pies.
Well, I can't argue with it, to be honest. I've already shoveled a full box down me gullet.
Well, listening to that, Matt Dean, a manager at Recite. Morning, Matt.
Good morning.
So, first of all, how does it feel for your company to be out in China flying the flag for you with the Prime Minister?
Oh, I mean, like I say, it's a great opportunity and stuff for us. Obviously, we're very, very proud to be there. In fact, it's actually the second time we've actually been out there now. We went, in fact, Ross went, our CEO went a couple of months ago back with George Osborne on his trip in October. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for us.
Wow! So that was only just over a month ago.
Yeah.
So what would be the reason for going back again with another MP?
I think for us, we've got to sort of hopefully look upon that as sort of recognition of what we've done as an organisation. Obviously, you just heard that clip from Rob, our lead developer. So I think it just showcases the technology and stuff. Obviously, not only in the northeast, but obviously from us as an organisation. What we've Ross's sort of brainchild and what we've actually produced and how our software can actually help people.
There will be a lot of people think, how on earth did you get in there? How did you do that? How did you market yourselves and to put yourselves above everybody else?
I think, we've got a very strong marketing team in-house. We also work with a PR consultancy as well, and I think it's about getting the name of the organisation out there, what we do, what we can actually do as well for disabled people, not only in the UK but obviously globally as well.
Yeah, because you're alongside Rolls-Royce, Virgin, Barclays, very well-established British brands. So competing with them in any way?
I don't think we're competing with them. I think for us it's it is great to be associated with such iconic British brands, I guess. But I think obviously Recite's solution, as far as accessibility, also we like to call it inclusivity as well, means that potentially, our software will actually work with these guys and stuff to sort of grow their strategy in China as well.
And there are always concerns raised about China's wider policies, its human rights policies and so on. Does that bother you when you're doing deals? Especially when your product is about inclusivity?
Yeah, and I think our product's about inclusivity, whether that be China or anywhere else in the world. You know, that the product is there to make websites inclusive for everybody. So, like I say, it's you know, from that sort of point of view, it's stuff. You know, the software's available to go on any website in any country.
Wow. So you could be educating them on a new philosophy, changing the way of China. Thank you, Matt. Lovely to speak to you. Matt Dean there, manager at Recite. There is a lot of talk about China in the papers as well. The inside pages, you can see various announcements are going to be made about the deals which are being done out there. It's just after 7:45.
Wednesday morning's Talk